Hello, hello, hello. Happy Giving Thanks Day. Today is a day that there are many here that are not just from this country, they're from everywhere. So instead of saying Thanksgiving, I decided to say Giving Thanks Day. Today I want to talk about we're all just pieces of this large puzzle that we are putting together as we progress in this life cycle that we're in right now. Somebody brought up something today in one of my, whether it was my Facebook or here, I can't hardly remember now. There's too many that are overlapping. But my thoughts happened to kind of go wild on me. Pieces. We are all pieces. Since the beginning of our time here, we have accumulated pieces that we collect. For many, these pieces will be pieces that will hold us back. And yet, these pieces were intended for us to go through. And you say, why? Well, they are us. This that we are today. So no matter where you are in your cycle of this life, I've been through much, and so I have many pieces. I have all these pieces on the table, and I'm now at the point of putting them together. I like to refer to this now as when you get to that place of doing the inner work and you are starting to do your healing work. This is where you will have access to the pieces of you. And then it becomes the jigsaw puzzle of your own life. But the end result is the masterpiece of you. You see, there are many of these pieces that we will accumulate that we'll say and go, why did I save this piece? Why did I go through that? Why did I have to endure such pain? Why did I have to go through so much loss? Why did I have to go through abandonment? Why did I do those stupid things? How did I overcome those same things? How did I survive those same things? You see, we'll end up taking the negatives and the positives, and these are all pieces of the puzzle of us, this jigsaw puzzle, that through this journey we will slowly put together. Once you come to terms with the mission, or no, I take that back. Once you come to terms with who it is you are and why it is you are here. And for many, it will take some significant moment in your life, whether it's trauma or it's this twin flame journey, that will spark a motivation within you to create and begin this cycle of wanting and desiring nothing more than to heal yourself. Now, there will be many that you could look at it as this being a selfish thing, thinking that if I do me, I will get you. And that won't work. I mean, maybe it has a play. But this jigsaw puzzle, these pieces that you have accumulated have been by your own steps. And now it's time to begin the process of letting go of those pieces that no longer fit the masterpiece and keeping the pieces that you know will complete this master jigsaw puzzle of you. And when you do that, this is where you begin this beautiful healing process. This healing process that will do much for you. You see, we are all moments. There are many of these moments, and the moments I'm going to signify as being pieces of this puzzle, you. But these pieces, these moments, are time capsules in our own journey. You know, I woke with, I got out of bed this morning at 4, and I stayed up most of the time in between because there was this thing going on the street where these young adults were going and screaming and yelling up and down the street as if whatever. But it was disturbing and it kept me awake. Well, I never found a moment where I slept solid. And then I finally got out of bed about 4, and I had these, these quick dreams. But the dreams were powerful. And the dreams were pieces of my puzzle, of my masterpiece jigsaw puzzle, that I have been already down this road, this, and it was like I was having a glimpse back in time. Many of these moments we have to come to terms with. We have to say, okay, positive, you accept, you acknowledge, you receive. The negatives, you have to come to terms with forgiveness, forgiving them, forgiving you, and allowing it to be cut free from you, so that you don't continue down this road where you're holding on to these pieces that become a burden to pull you through this journey. You see, everything that we do has meaning, and there's nothing by chance. Now, we can choose to do things off course. And when you do things off course, when you become in tune with here, you will know, because you will be given signals. You will be given signs. You will be giving these warning, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. The alerts. And you have a choice to continue on the course or to pull back. And this is life. We are all given choices. I don't believe we're given a choice on the twin flame journey. I believe it is already destined, set out. The course is set. You're just a matter of when you're going to align on your own personal journey to hook back into your twin flame. And when you do, it's as if you shift to another level. The level is of being. The work begins. The healing begins. The understanding, the finding, the true meaning of unconditional love, that being which you love without expectation, changes the game of this whole journey. Love without expectations. I mean, what the heck is that? I spent most of my adult life going through life understanding the meaning of love, but never understanding what it meant to receive love. I could give love, but I didn't understand how to receive, because it never connected with me that's it. So when people would say things to me in a complimentary way, it was very difficult for me to receive, and even still to this day, I have a hard time receiving compliments. I have a hard time receiving when somebody says, here, take this. It's like, oh, no. But this is something that we have to learn. If you give, you need to be able to receive. It needs to be a fluid exchange. I'm finding this out. And this is love. Love is not a one-way street. Love should be given without the expectation of it coming back. But the love, once given, if it's received with the same heart, will reciprocate in whatever form, but they will reciprocate. And it shouldn't be with an expectation of. It just is, and it just will be. You know, this journey, as I'm now starting off this little vlog video, pieces. We're all pieces of this big puzzle. And we have separate individual puzzles, masterpieces. And then there's the overall big masterpiece puzzle. But we each individually have ours. Ours, what we are, who we are, the things that we go through, our story that we have, the experiences that we have gone through. You know, for many, these experiences are and have always been intended for you to share. Share in the sense that you turn back around to those that you will find on a journey that will be very familiar and very similar to your own, and they are struggling. The intent is for you to turn back around and reach out and help them with whatever it is that you feel compelled to share your story. You see, there are many that are struggling and have no clue how to ask for help or who to ask. Because most think that they're on their own and they're by themselves and no one understands. That's a huge part of this twin flame journey. Very few understand it. And if you're going through it, you can't share it with many. Because most will be like, seriously, you need to run. Okay, so I'll back up. You not only need to run, but you need to run real fast away from this. And so as I shared a minute ago on my Facebook page, I created a site where people could come and feel safe to share and hear other people's stories and know that they were not alone, which is what I felt in the beginning of my own journey here on this twin flame. As I felt first, I lost my mind. How could somebody walk into my life, change me like this, or at least change everything that I felt, not with the intent from this person, but just the energy of. And I found myself face to face with me. I found that there were things that were hidden within me that popped up and came out, and that were clear. They were clear, these I call now gifts that I feel that were sitting there dormant, waiting for the opportunity to come back up and out. And they did. We're all pieces. And for a large portion of this community who might be listening with the intent for information on the twin flame journey, it will seem as if you're completely discombobulated and your pieces are scattered all over the place. But they're not. Your pieces are here, and it's time to start gathering them. This that comes through, this person that comes through your life in this connection is to wake you up to see that it's time to pull your pieces together. It's time to start creating the masterpiece that you've always been intended to be. And that's not to say that you weren't somebody, and you're not somebody that's very awesome. But what it's saying is that there is more there within you. This masterpiece that has been pre-arranged, pre-designed. Nothing is by chance. You know, I took a hit on saying something that I feel very dear to me. And yes, Rumi says something that's kind of close. And I don't even care if it's a takeoff of. The intent is still solid within my heart that I feel that what you are seeking is already there within you. It is never outside you what you're looking for. In the end, you will find yourself coming back within and going, oh my gosh, it was always there. But that's not how we're trained. We're trained to go seek information, seek answers outside of us. As if we weren't already created with this. We are already created as a masterpiece in the image of. And not very many people understand that. Not very many people understand the power that they weld within them. You know, if you did, you would be amazed at what you could do. You have an understanding of what you've already overcome. But what is it? What more could you do? So this is my thoughts for giving thanks on this day. Here in this country, it's called Thanksgiving. To me, I want to say out to all who might listen throughout the world, which is kind of funny saying, Giving Thanks Day. I believe this should be something we do every day. Give thanks every day. I close my eyes at the end of my day giving thanks, and when I wake, no matter how many times I wake in the middle of my sleep, I give thanks. It's as if it's already, boom, programmed. Give thanks. Thank you for the breath. Thank you for the opportunity to open my eyes again. Be well. Be loved always. And until next time, stay awesome.